Hey folks, I'm just now watching that 11-minute video of what happened at Bondi Beach, and whoever took this video was in a vantage point where they could see across that footbridge and went over the road there. Look, it's easy to Monday morning quarterback, and it's a tragedy of epic proportions here, but it reveals a couple of things. First off, the fact that this went on for 10 minutes with no one stopping it when people were in clear sight of what was going on is because of a disarmed public. That's right. You disarm citizens who are law-abiding and they can't react and respond to protect others. And that's what happened here. Needless deaths because citizens were disarmed in Australia. And I'll take a lot of flack for that, and I'm sure I will, but that's the reality. Watching this video, once the two assailants are taken down who had, concealment and cover on a bridge, the only reason they get shot because they're idiots. The cops' response, they keep shooting into the bridge instead of egressing or ingressing from the side, this side here, where you can see an up ramp. You had a clear shot at them. The person video filming this, if they'd been a person with a firearm, could easily have ended this situation long before it continued. 11 minutes he's taken video. Now, what's most disturbing about all this, beyond the carnage that occurred because of this armed citizenry in Australia and their woke way that they let people into their country, beyond that, what's disturbing is the fact, the response by the police when they did respond. I mean, when these guys were taken down, citizens went up there to make sure they were down, and then they went up, and the cops had no control. Several female officers with no upper body strength, no strength whatsoever. People walking up on the bridge, no control of the situation, no containment, nothing whatsoever. Firearms laying on the street for anybody to pick up and engage someone else with, and cops just walking by them. Complete chaos. How do they train these police in Australia? I mean, seriously, this is a film in total failure. Now, I'm not expecting the police to be able to respond and stop this from happening instantaneously because it takes time to get to the scene. But this is absolute insanity. Watch the video, folks. Go watch the video. It's available on Twitter. And watch about 9 minutes into the video, just total chaos. People rushing up the scene because they're angry because they got shot at or their family members were killed or something like that, and assaulting the people on the ground. No control of the situation, none whatsoever. There's no law enforcement control of this whatsoever, and it goes on and on. It's shocking to see. I'm seeing here now, there's civilians coming up and grabbing the bodies of these people, and the cops have no control. Mostly female officers who are being overwhelmed. No control. There's two stair ramps going up on each side, one on the other side. No cops out there. There's more people rushing up here now, getting into the scene. Any of these people could have had a knife or a gun and killed police officers or done more damage. Absolutely no control whatsoever. And yes, it's Monday morning quarterbacking. It's easy for me to comment on this, but it's shocking to see the ineptitude of the Keystone Cop response from Australia. And I'll take a lot of flack for this, but if you've ever in your life, ever responded to a situation like this or been involved in a situation like this, if you've ever trained for this, you'll be absolutely stunned at how inept this is, the police. There's more cops, more females. Are there any men in uniform in Australia? This is insane. Virtually every cop responding here is female. I see 2 or 3 males. The rest are all females. Total chaos, absolute nonsense. Now, we still have, I see people fighting with the cops coming up on the bridge here, and it's female cops. She's half the size of these people. This is the Bondi Beach shooting. I have to tell you, this is just disgraceful. It's beyond belief. Let's avoid the politics. Let's just talk about the response of police. Where are their SWAT? SWAT should be on call 24 hours a day in a city like Sydney. Where the hell were SWAT at? These are just police officers, patrol beat officers who finally show up. Oh my gosh. If I was an Australian, I would be angry at my government beyond belief. Beyond belief. One, for allowing this filth to enter your country and be there, or grow up in your country and be like this. For disarming your citizens so no one could respond. No one had a firearm to respond and stop these guys. This guy filmed this for 10 minutes and 38 seconds, and he had a firearm, could have engaged them and stopped this from happening sooner than this. He was yelling at them. He said, hey, with the C word, die already. And you can hear him yelling on the video. This is the ineptitude of our governments in the Western world. Collapsing our societies, giving them over to people who don't share our values, and this is how they treat the world. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the most disturbing part about this, for me, all of it, is the Keystone Cop ineptitude approach of law enforcement. It's beyond the pale. Beyond the pale. If you cannot handle the task of being a law enforcement officer and wrestle people to the ground, if you get shot in line of duty, you're no longer physically able to do that, then you don't do it anymore. If you're physically unable to do it, you shouldn't be a DEI hire. Now, I have a friend who's in Australia, who's from South Africa originally. His daughter grew up in Australia. She's a cop, but she's able to hold her own. These female cops were not able to hold their own. And that's not an attack on women cops. There's plenty of very qualified and talented women cops. But this is just ridiculous. And there's no coordination. These cops have no control of the scene. People coming up and kicking the assailants on the ground. Weapons laying all over the place. These guys went through magazine after magazine after magazine, and we hear about automatic rifle stuff. No, it looked to me like a rifle, single-shot rifle with a scope on it for the one guy. But these guys act with impunity. One went down the stairs, walked around looking for people hiding behind cars, cowering and shooting them at close range before he was finally taken down. This should never happen in a free society. And this is what Canberra has done to the country. The Rugby World Cup is there in 2027. Will we be safe? Is it safe to be in Australia at the World Cup? I don't know. Who knows? And of course, the response is going to be, well, you come from a country, there's lots of mass shootings. Yeah, and there's a lot of mass shootings that don't occur in places like Texas now, is it? Because you shoot somebody in Texas, they shoot back. Unbelievable. When you disarm law-abiding citizens, all you have is criminals with guns. And we have Keystone cops that don't know how to respond to a shooting like this. Did they not train? Have they never done a situation like this?